Alrighty, guys. Happy Monday. Time for another SoFi stock update. It's around noon on the East Coast, a little bit past noon on the East Coast. And mind you, the markets right now, which maybe we'll touch upon later in the video, are all over the place. We have the Russell up 1.1%, the Nasdaq's down 0.7%, the S&P's down 0.2%, as the Dow's up 0.3%, and we have the VIX up around 4.5%. And SoFi stock, guys, look at that. It is up around 4% right now, up 32 cents, trading in the mid-upper, actually the lower mid, more towards the mid eights right now, which we're going to break down, of course, in this video. We'll talk about the charts, what I'm looking to do. We'll break down some numbers. Earnings are coming up, guys. But before we do that, do not forget to get your free money from Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video, guys. Up to 16 stocks, each up to $2,000. Open up your account, use that link down below, and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks right off the bat, and fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And listen to this, guys. Fund it with at least $5,000. The best part of the promo, you also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google on top of those free stocks you already got, and that part of the promo is limited time. So use that link down below, and of course, that's an affiliate link. It's a win-win here, guys. It helps out the channel. I appreciate you all as always, and with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So SoFi stock, again, right now is up over 4%, and in the pre-market, believe it or not, guys, we were under $8 a share. So talk about SoFi covering ground intraday here, which is pretty impressive. Again, we were at, where were we? 796 at around 4:35 a.m. So granted, it was right in the morning when the pre-market started, but we started climbing up to about $8.05, $8.10 right when the market's open, and then we've been off to the races ever since. And now looking at the chart, we are looking a little bit toppy here on the intraday. It looks like we're triple topping, or you could also argue that is a head and shoulders, but it's not the end of the world as we are still holding a higher low. So you could argue we also have a triangle in the making here on the intraday. So we'll see how that plays out. Maybe at the end of the video, we'll wrap back around and see where it's at. But right now, guys, look, SoFi is slowly starting to creep above these moving averages on the 5-day, 5-minute. We're actually creeping above the highs from Friday, which those highs were right around 825, and we're breaking out of the highs from Thursday as well. So the bulls are not fully here. We're not fully breaking out yet by any stretch of the imagination. We're close, but it's getting there. It's getting there. It's looking pretty good. If we start breaking above, let's say $8.75, $9, then we're going to start fully breaking out, in my opinion. But right now, we're seeing the baby steps. We have a golden cross on this 5-day, 5-minute. And on the 10-day, let me pull the 10-day chart up, guys. Give me a second. By the way, smash that like button. I appreciate you all. As always, on the 10-day, you're going to be like, wait a second, Stas, hold your horses. We're still in a downtrend, which we are, guys. We're making lower highs, but at the same time, as you can see, we're making, we're holding support at around $7.75, $8 a share as of this morning as well, guys. We held $8 and we bounced off of it, like I said earlier in this video. So at this point, guys, we're fiddling with this, I'd say, descending triangle, right? Let me pull the 20-day chart up. You'll see it. Yeah, descending triangle. You guys see here again support at about $7.75, $8, but at the same time, we're making lower highs. So what are we going to do? Do we fully break out of $8.75, $9, which, like I said earlier in the video, that'd be a spot where SoFi just completely explodes, in my opinion, or do we end up dumping and seeing this thing fall under $7.75, which, let's be honest, guys, as of now, it doesn't look like that wants to happen. I'm actually leaning more towards a breakout as of now, but of course, it's only noon right now. We have 4 hours left of trading. Anything could happen at this point, and it's only Monday. We have the whole week ahead of us, guys. So it's going to be very fun to watch out and see how it plays out. And mind you, we have earnings coming up, I believe, early August, which we'll talk about the estimates here in a second. Let me set my alert at 8:50. Mark is at or above for now. We'll see if we do run up to that point, and we'll wrap back around to the charts later in this video, guys. So make sure you guys stick on throughout. Let me pull up this Safari tab very quickly. Let me make my face a little bit smaller. And you guys probably remember we covered the short interest on SoFi a couple of videos ago, and like you guys probably guessed it, it is still pretty high. It hasn't changed much, but it's right around 16.6% of the float right now, which is not as high as some other ones we've seen that are like 30, 40, 50%, but it's not low either. It's not low either. I mean, it's 16, 17%. That's pretty high when it comes to the standard level of short interest as percentage of the float, right? So we can see here, if I come over to Yahoo Finance, right now we have SoFi at a $7.87 billion market cap with a beta of over 1.7, which means, to keep it in layman's terms, guys, it's more volatile than the overall market, right? The market is at a 1 beta, and if it's under that, it's less volatile than the markets. If it's at, 1.7, it's way more. We're not going to talk about beta volatility in this video. We might make a video on that in the future, but quite frankly, there's probably no demand for that, let's be honest. But right now, the beta is at a 1.72, and EPS in the last 12 months is at negative 28 cents, so they're losing money, obviously. And average volume when it comes to shares, right around 52 million. Of course, you guys know, very heavily traded stock here. It's SoFi. I mean, you guys freaking know SoFi. Who doesn't know SoFi at this point in time? And when it comes down to their earnings coming up, which I forgot to look, I think they're early August. Let me go back on ThinkOrSwim very quickly, guys, and take a look here. Or maybe late July, actually. Actually, the last day of July, 31st of July, SoFi is reporting earnings. So they're looking to do EPS, let me make sure you guys can see this, EPS of negative 6 cents based on 15 analysts. That's the average estimate. The low estimate is negative 10 cents, and the high estimate has them actually breaking even, which would be great. And a year ago, they did negative 12 cents. So really, whether they report the negative 6 cents, the negative 10 cents, or break even, it's going to be better than last year, guys, which is pretty promising there based on 15 analysts here. And if we come down a little bit more to look at revenue, guys, we can see based on 11 analysts, the average estimate is $475.94 million. Low estimate is 473, or rather 437. Read that wrong. And the high estimate is just a little bit over $500 million at $503 million. And last year, guys, they were at $356 million. So either way, whether they report the average, low, the high, they're going to be crushing revenue year over year, with sales growth projected to be 33.7%. Pretty good, guys, if you ask me. I don't know about you. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. So that's a quick breakdown there on SoFi's earnings estimates coming up. Let me see what their price to sales ratio is, because I was looking at, what was it, Rivian's in a recent video. I think theirs was around 10, and of course they're not related at all. It's probably lower. Yeah, it's got to be, right? Yeah, look at that, 4.3 price to sales, and it's actually been increasing, considering, I mean, that makes sense considering their stock price is up over 100% over the past couple of weeks, or rather it was. At one point it was. But yeah, now it's at 4.3. Price to sales actually increased over the past couple of quarters, it looks like here, and we'll see if that continues. It might, who knows. We'll see how their sales come out in the next couple of weeks, guys. So overall, that's a quick breakdown here on SoFi. Let me actually come back over to the charts and we'll wrap up the video, guys. And again, the markets are all over the place right now, and we don't have time in this video to break them down. We'll do that in another video, so make sure you guys subscribe. And right now, SoFi is up 3.8%, pretty much still up what it was earlier in the video. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, now it looks like it's starting. We're starting to see that head and shoulders play out, which maybe that would bring SoFi down to around 830, which now it's at 835. So we're talking 5 more cents down from where we are now. Not a big deal. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Whoops, now it's starting to break up. So yeah, time will tell, guys. Maybe we'll do a part 2 video. So make sure you all subscribe. You might as well hit that like button as well. And while you're at it, get your free money from Moomoo. It's limited time, guys. Up to 16 stocks, each up to $2,000. All you have to do is go down below, open up your account, fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks right off the bat, and fund your account with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. And listen to this, guys, the best part of the promo: fund it with at least $5,000. On top of those 15 stocks, you also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google, guaranteed, which, guys, again, that's limited time. And of course, that's an affiliate link down below. It's a win-win, guys. I appreciate your support as always. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.